It's because all the highways are either blocked or people don't know how to drive and got stuck in the middle of them. A lot of these accidents have been caused by people driving way too fast. Way too fast. So, if you're out here in southwest Michigan or surrounding areas this morning, be sure to slow down. Some of these back roads are actually damn near drifted shut. Going to be a very long live stream. We'll only be live for a couple of hours here, maybe until the Illinois state line. But I just wanted to go live and give a little bit of an update here. Thanks again everybody who's ridden along the past couple of days. There's still lake effect snow ongoing over Holland, Michigan. But, with Christmas being tomorrow, I'm trying to get home today here. This one's not in the worst shape, but the north-south roads are really bad. Probably another 3 to 4 inches last night out of that lake effect where we were down there, maybe an hour south of Holland. I was kind of surprised. I didn't think we'd really get that much snow out of that. Continue to have these blowing and drifting snow issues here for a while. Like I said, once we get into northeast Illinois, we will probably shut the stream off, but I think we're going to have these blowing conditions all the way up, probably the Gary. Blizzard warning still in effect. Looks like here, southwest Michigan. bigger highways are still, I don't want to say closed, but impassable because of accidents around here. It looks like, Highway 31's having problems. Not quite sure how the interstates are doing. Roads are definitely snow covered though. It's packed down now, so it's pretty slippery. This really dry snow, it doesn't take much for the wind to blow it around. It is still really windy out. I'd say probably 25 to 30 mile an hour sustained winds here for the most part. Stop sign there. We could stop, that is. Just all ice under the snow. It's kind of what do you expect? Going to put us on 94 here, so let's get to see how 94 looks. What is this going to do? Trying to turn it? Oh, no. Decided that wasn't your driveway? No, I'm going to turn that way instead. Okay. It's going to be interesting to see what 94 looks like. Look at the traffic layer on Google Maps. It's just one big slowdown all the way from here to Gary, Indiana. So that doesn't surprise me.
There's a 9-minute slowdown on I-94 West in 2 miles.
Kind of like
You're
that.
still on the fast.
But regardless, at least if traffic's moving, it's better than nothing because last night there was
it's northbound. They can get that one out of there too in the process of it all.
Last night there was a lot of
All right,
roads
I
that you
will
couldn't
let
move
you
on.
know. Northbound by Lincoln. Yeah, just south of Lincoln. Jay, where's that trailer that they just left on the shoulder?
without somebody nitpicking everything I do, I swear to God.
Take the second left onto I-94 emergency, Old US Highway 12.
Folks, we're doing 20 miles per hour. That is perfectly safe in the snow. I mean, I can't go 5 miles per hour. We're not going to get anywhere. I just really can't, unfortunately. I appreciate everybody's concern, but I guess if you folks want to drive, then I'll just have to shut the chat off. One of these days, we're just going to have to go members only in the chat or something, because it just gets my blood boiling. I just can't stand all the, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. It's like, well, then don't watch. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but grew up in Wisconsin. I've been driving in the snow since I'm 10 years old. I mean, trust me, we're good. Never had an accident in the snow. I just don't know what to do. I tell you.
Continue on I-94 emergency for 1 mile.
Problem is with these whiteout conditions, if you end up going 5 miles an hour down the road, you're going to get rear-ended so damn hard, it's not even funny, because people can't see you coming up behind you. That's why you just shouldn't be on the road, period. Which we're seeing a lot of. There's just not many people on the road at all today. I mean, I don't know if that's Christmas or the snowstorm, but regardless, there's not very many people on the road. So that's good. I think we've passed probably maybe 10 cars in the past half hour, well, 20 minutes that I've been driving. I see a couple of super chats came in. Eric, Monica, maybe? I can't see the, it's all too small to read right now. I need to blow up the text. But, thank you to you 2 or 3 folks there with the super chats. It's always appreciated. You folks are the, kind of the core of the stream here. You guys and the YouTube members. Again. I think this is the Casey's we stopped at when we first got here yesterday, or two or 3 days ago.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto the I-94 West ramp to Chicago.
Yeah, because we got the chicken nuggets there, and I had to pay like $4 for a 6-piece chicken nugget. Like, apparently, this must be something in Michigan, because I got chicken nuggets somewhere else too, and they were really expensive compared to everywhere else. I mean, I don't know if they got like a chicken tax here or what the deal is, but I remember when it used to be you could get like a 99-cent cheeseburger at McDonald's.
Turn right onto the I-94 West ramp, then merge onto I-94 West.
And the chicken nuggets used to be like $1.49 or something. Now the chicken nuggets are expensive. Probably because they realize that's the only thing people want to eat from there, so they charge a premium. And, thanks, Crafts for Others, as well, for the super chat. If I miss anybody's super chats, I promise it's not intentional ignoring. It's just it doesn't show up on my screen at the right moment when I'm looking at it. Ramps are in pretty rough shape still. Well, the side view mirror is froze, so I can't see out it. That's awesome. I mean, this right lane looks like it's in pretty good shape. Oh geez, this guy's going like 100 miles an hour with a U-Haul trailer. That's never a good combination. You know, as long as the traffic's moving, even if it's moving really slow, is a good sign, because like I said yesterday, a lot of these interstates and highways were not moving at all for several hours. Christmas being tomorrow, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of travel or not. I know where I'm from, there's always a bunch of travel the day before Christmas, so we'll see. Like I was saying yesterday too, this is just a really, really bad time to vent. It's kind of unfortunate because You know, everybody's in such a hurry for Christmas. And I think the majority of people really do put off their shopping and their preparations and stuff until the last minute. I mean, I do. So everybody puts it off till the day before Christmas or the day before Christmas Eve. And they're all trying to get that done. And here we've got ice all over the roads. And it's just not a good time. So I don't know. I don't know what kind of combination that's going to be today, but we'll find out. Yeah, Buffalo right now is getting hammered. If it wasn't Christmas, I probably would be headed to Buffalo right now. I actually would have been headed there last night. The Arkansas College of Natural Health says I am unstable mentally. Something tells me you're probably not a real college of natural health. And that guy is going to go in the ditch. But if you're a real college, wow, you're a real freaking genius there. Nothing drives me nuts more than these psychoanalyzing people. Unstable mentally. Yeah, I think you're a little bit unstable mentally for putting such a freaking stupid ass comment in my box. My God. Some of these, this is why, you know, the internet bullying and crap that comes to content creators. Every content creator gets it. I don't care if it's Mr. Beast or the kid in his mom's basement with 12 subscribers. There's always these just ridiculously rude people. Eric is glad I am not coming to Buffalo. I kind of am too, because I don't know if you're gonna... That's kind of a situation with the 2-3 weeks ago. I don't remember what it was. It could have actually been maybe around Thanksgiving. When we had that lake effect snowstorm, we didn't really have any wind, and that was a mess. But they kept most of the roads open pretty well. I was pretty impressed. However, imagine that, but with 50-mile-an-hour winds on top of it. That's what's happening now. So once you get in that, you might not be getting out of it very easily. I very well could have went last night, or actually, correction, the night before. I was actually thinking about it. Could have went the night before, been there yesterday, and then part of today, and then went home and been home for Christmas. So, but I was a little bit worried about actually, like, physically being able to get out of that area, just with the roads and everything, because it's a travel nightmare, especially this time of year with everybody traveling. So, I don't know. Hopefully the people in Buffalo have a decent Christmas. It's really going to suck having a full-scale lake effect blizzard happening. I-90's closed again. Yeah, Buffalo is just... They're really getting it unlucky this year. This is the third lake effect blizzard scenario. The first one I wouldn't really call a blizzard. It was just a big heavy snowfall. Didn't really have much wind. That was like 6 feet of snow. Somehow they kept the roads open. Pretty impressive. Well, most of the roads anyway. The second one, which was like, what, a week or two ago? I think it was last week. Wasn't really that big of a deal. Because they got like a foot or two of snow, I guess. But it was spread out over like 3 days or whatever. So everybody was able to keep up with it. Then we're getting hammered again out there today. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. Maybe they'll get another one this year. I have no idea. But Buffalo's been really, really unlucky. But they're in that prime spot for lake effect snow coming off of Lake Erie. So they're kind of used to it. Maybe just not in the amount of 6 feet. Traffic going the other way. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. much or anything yet. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest with you. I think this is 3 lanes wide right here. Saw somebody ask that. I think it's 3 lanes. I'm not 100% sure though. You can only see one of the white lines. She's been there a while though, looks like. Probably nobody in it. Subaru too. Yeah, thank you for the $5 for the chicken tax. I don't know, it could be a real thing. Yeah, everybody thinks I was kidding, but no, seriously, like the chicken nuggets are more expensive up here. Alright, we'll slow down in case I think this is just a car that's been here in the ditch. The cops probably just tagged.
Female sounds like possibly a fall, and she should be towards the back of the residence.
Oh yeah, that's been there a while.
Okay.
Whole thing's iced over. There's just so much snow and ice on this car right now. At home, it's supposed to get into the upper 30s midweek, so that'll melt it all off. I might actually have to go get a new car this week, I don't know. This thing is just, this thing is really just at that point where it's just kind of riding that line whether it makes sense to continue fixing it or not. And I'm not quite sure. I actually may need to do a timing set rebuild on this. I may need to do chains, phasers, guides, tensioners, and all that. A little bit of a slight startup rattle in this cold weather, so. And that's a Ford thing. It's, all their crap's had it since the 5.4, so it may need that. And if it does, I don't know if I want to spend $2,500 ripping the front half of the motor apart. I'm not going to do it because I don't have a place to do it, but it's going to be $2,500 to do that. And I don't know if I want to do that, so I may go get something. There's a dealership that we kind of, I don't want to say work with, but likes to give me cars cheaper because they support the effort, so we may have to go make a deal on a vehicle this week. So there may or may not be a new car on the next live stream. I don't know. I would prefer to not because I don't want to have to move all the equipment because it takes like 3 days to move all this equipment. And it's freezing cold out, so it takes even longer because I can only tolerate the cold for like 10 minutes and then I have to go sit inside to warm up and then go back out. So we'll see what happens. I'm tempted to go get a, well, it's technically not a Taurus, so like this is not a Ford Explorer, it's a police interceptor utility. It's based on the Explorer, but it is definitely not the Explorer. It's different transmission, different transfer case, entirely different drivetrain. But I'm tempted to go get the Interceptor sedan, which is a Taurus. We'd save a lot on gas mileage. Get like 5 more miles a gallon. They're big. You can fit pretty much everything you can fit in this in there with the trunk and everything. The sedan and the utility, obviously the SUV being the utility, the sedan being the knockoff of the Taurus. They are the same unibody with the exception of the SUV versus car. But it's the same drivetrain, same all-wheel drive, same wheels, same gear ratios, same everything. It's only like a quarter of an inch closer to the ground. So basically, the winter performance is the same. And that car is very heavy. I have seen several people pull out pickup trucks with one of those kinetic ropes with one of those Interceptor sedans. So I actually might pick one of those up just for ease on me because it's easier for me to install and maintain equipment in a sedan. But we may just go get another utility like this, I don't know. we'll see what we get. I'll figure it out. I honestly don't feel like spending $10,000 right now, but it is what it is. Vehicle is literally the number one thing that I cannot do this job without. Just go buy a freaking Tesla. Just go buy a Prius and be done with it. No, if this gets replaced, I might not replace it. Like I said, I actually may decide to fix it. It needs about $1,500 worth of suspension work and probably about $2,500 worth of motor work yet. So you kind of look at that and it's like, God, do you want to do it or not? I mean, I could do it, but it's way too cold for me to do it. I'm not, just not. I quit that job. I don't do that job anymore for a reason. I don't like doing it. Really don't. Everybody for joining though. We're just headed back west. I figured I'd stream for an hour or two until we get to probably northwest Indiana. Chicago area. Thanks, Sue, for the super chat. Holy hell. That's why people are getting in accidents out here. We're doing 62 right now. That's plenty fast with this ice. And here we got a box truck here going like 80. I think he started to slip a little bit there. He slowed way down. We've got 8 degrees out though. It is 4 degrees warmer today, so it doesn't feel like it though. Yeah, I saw the comment about Brian, that Ford guy in Chicago that's on YouTube. He's just so busy. Just can't get in with him. He's just so busy. Everybody wants to take their cars there, probably because he's just so straightforward with it. It's just, I mean, he's on like a 3-4 month wait, it seems like. I've talked to him just because I thought it'd be cool to take it to another YouTuber, you know, make a video or something, but it's just... It's just, he's just so busy. Side mirrors froze up again. I really wish that I had some defrosters on the side mirrors. With this blowing snow, it just all comes back up and sticks to the mirror. I haven't seen any plows out, but I don't think really there's much that they can do because this is plowed. I mean, you're not going to scrape it down anymore until it warms up. If it starts warming up here in a couple of days, which it will, I'm sure these will clean off real nice. It's too cold for salt or any sort of ice melt, so it's kind of just, this is what it is, and it's going to be this way for a day or two. So these travel conditions are going to be kind of piss poor for a little while yet too. fast are we going? About 50. Yeah, we're up. You can do, I don't know. We've been anywhere between 35 and 60. It really depends on this road right now. I mean, it's, I don't know. I can hit the brakes. Oh yeah, you hit the brakes, you slide. So, but winter tires make a big difference too because the rubber is a lot softer, so it doesn't get hard in these cold temperatures. Because a regular all-season tire will just be an ice skate in this. But yeah, traffic seems to be moving about anywhere between 40 and 60, depending on the car. So it's moving pretty decent, really. Thanks, Annie, as well. Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
One round.
I'm about to cross the Indiana state line right now. These overpasses are really bad, though.
Welcome to Indiana.
Thank you. Just to Indiana, and the road is even worse. So I don't know. Michigan must have been. I don't know if they were out scraping the road more or what, but the road's definitely noticeably worse here now. With Michigan too, because usually the Michigan roads are really usually not the best. Most of the time. It's nothing against Michigan plow drivers or anything, but it just seems like Michigan kind of, the roads are a little worse than anywhere else, so I'm kind of surprised.
Whether they
What's the menu? Christmas, regardless of the weather. Red check engine light, a yellow battery light, a orange check engine light, and I'm losing losing power.
Oh, sounds like he's screwed. Traffic's pretty heavy on the other side there, but it's moving there too, so it's definitely a good sign.
I'll pull over up here real quick. Yeah, over. So on your next round, it'll probably be down to one lane here. So
Passing the Highway 20 exit,
all right,
one for Michigan City.
Clear, thank you.
this one lane here, which is really just down the center line, is pretty clear. So even with the road being in bad shape, at least there's a clear area to drive.
The ambulance, the patient is going. 723-56 up 1. 12-13-26,
13.
Sick and tired of driving in this snow. Just everything being white.
Not spreading. Keep going right there. Good thing your trailer's not spreading either. Yeah, my trailer's salt's frozen in there. Did you start that truck or no? Yeah, I restarted it and moved, I don't know, 50 feet up, and I'm out of the way now, but it died again. Alright, well, I'm trying to get a hold of Phil, so you gotta give me a minute. Philly's not in. It's Dan. Alright, then I'll call Dan.
Down the US 20 westbound. Have 2 vehicles on the exit ramp.
12-13.
My mistake, 22.
Chicago. According to Google Maps, the traffic's not moving very slow. I mean, it seems to be moving fine around there, so that's good.
Okay.
The lights went off. You want me to try to move or what? Yeah, let's try to get it limped back to the unit.
Slowed up for, but just moving.
I'm gonna dump my salt, get another load.
I'm thinking about which one you will handle. I have two separate cards made for this.
I'll pull up if you want to take this. Rear, I guess. Well, tell me how much this is about.
Next time you want.
Well, 1381, 1050.
1381.
I just cleared the semi getting pulled out by Wafco, westbound of 21.4. Black SUV looked like it hit the wall down in the ditch. Wafco's 1023 as well. Look out the car, I'll advise.
Two lanes that aren't too bad now. Semi over there on the left. Alright, buddy, so we're still headed west. 94. We'll end up going through Chicago, stream for another, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. Roads are not too bad. I mean, you can get places if you have to, but if you really don't have to, don't. In there and you look at the Grand Rapids radar site, you'll notice there's still some lake effect falling there, believe it or not. Different than it did just 2 days ago. That's for sure.
Right now, and we'll head up there.
Really windy out here too. conditions are always a lot worse, a lot icier than everything else.
While in Easton Park.
I think we're going to stream for another 20 minutes or so because conditions are actually really improving here. We're not even really getting the blowing snow so much. The roads are just slippery. Oh shit, I cannot stop. God damn it.
3 eastbound, vehicle.
Oh, that just guy fell down and smashed his face
black.
against the concrete barrier again. Jesus Christ. Alright, let me try to do something for this guy. I gotta wait for traffic so I can back up.
911, what's the exact location of your emergency?
I believe it's 94 at Wagner Road.
Okay, are you actually on I-94?
Yeah, just we're westbound headed towards Chicago, probably about a tenth of a mile east of the Wagner Road overpass.
Okay, do you need police, fire, or an ambulance?
Why don't you go ahead and send an ambulance. I can call you back here and let you know if it's not needed. There's a single vehicle 1050. It's a red sedan in the left lane. The guy, I passed by, I'm trying to get back to him right now, but I passed by and he fell down in the ice and just smashed his face into the concrete barrier.
And he was on the westbound side?
Yeah, headed toward Gary.
Okay.
There,
He was out walking and he fell? Or
yeah.
crashed? Okay.
There is his vehicle. It's a single vehicle 1050 hit the median. There might be an Indiana State cop coming up here in the opposite lane. I'm trying to see if he'll stop here.
So you actually saw him smack his face onto the median?
I'm on with 911. He may need a 52. It looks like he smashed his face on the concrete median. I'll try to back up. ISP just rolled up here on the opposite lane.
Okay.
I'm going to be out with him here. I don't have a plate or anything, but it's a red vehicle. He's not blocking traffic. He's in the breakdown lane.
Okay. Alright, wait, just look at my map. I want to get the correct mile marker.
Okay. I got it right here. He's right here on mile 24.4.
24.
Yeah, he's right at the sign. I'm a storm chaser with the media. I'm also medical. I've got lights on my vehicle, so I'm going to back up here a little bit and see if I can maybe help out with traffic a bit.
Okay, alright, I'm sorry, tell me your name again.
It's Vince Waelti. Vince Waelti.
Right.
Yep, Vince. Yep.
Okay. Okay, alright, we're going to get him headed up there, and you said ISP is on scene, correct?
Yeah, do you want to just hold on 1 second? I'll check on this guy to see if he wants an ambulance, or do you just want to send one anyway?
Okay, yeah, if you want to ask him, go ahead.
Alright, we'll hang tight with this guy for a minute. State police is going to try to get on this side of the road. He looks like he bashed his face pretty good, but he does not want an ambulance, so... I don't know how long it's going to take ISP to turn around, but we'll sit here and wait for a minute. So he's got some protection with the lights. There's the state cops right there. And the state cops looks like he's been in an accident or something. He's got a smashed up front end. Yeah, he probably does need to get in the car, but he was told that and he didn't want to do that, so only so much you can do. I didn't see it happen. I just drove by. Do you need anything from me?
I'm good. Thanks for stopping.
All right. Yep. I think he's just really upset because he just wrecked his car. I probably would be too. Yeah, I'm sure all the tow trucks are way busy. Taylor, I think you're right. I think that was the car that passed us going about 90 miles an hour in the left lane, now that you say that. Probably about 15 minutes ago, maybe 10-15 minutes ago, there was a red car. It was a Mazda, and I think that was a Mazda. Somebody can go back and look, but it went flying by us in the left lane. Like, absolutely flying by us at like 70 miles an hour in this. And I think you're right. I think that was that car. I think you're right. Thank you for the super chat, John. Yeah, I think that was the car that went flying by us, so I'm not surprised. He'll probably never drive that fast in the snow ever again. Honestly, his car didn't really look like it was in that bad of shape. I think he just scraped the front bumper up or whatever. But when we drove by him, so I was a little bit worried about him there. When we drove by him, he fell down as I was pulling over, and he smacked his head into the concrete. But he's very adamant that he does not want any assistance. the pieces of his car that I ran over probably stuck a hole in my tire. Nice. Real nice. Gotta love that. Alright, well, we'll stop at the gas station up here and see if it's running low. God damn it. 13 miles. We'll make it. I think he just hit that barrier too, right before we came around the corner. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Jim, I think that was that same car because he went flying by, and I figured he was going to be. I figured he was going to be in the ditch, and he kind of was. So. People saying that was the same car. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Big chunk of snow just off the car. roads look good on Google Maps after this, even into Illinois and Chicago, so that's good. But I'm probably going to wrap the stream up here shortly. Just a couple of minutes, but thank you everybody who's watched today, and yesterday, and the day before. I don't know if we'll have any more streams this year or not. Well, we will for sure, actually. I'll at least have one toward the end of the year. We'll do it from the office if I have to, but we might have a stream later on going into, oh God, let's see here. I guess it'd be the end of this coming week, possibly. Looks like there may be a small chance that maybe another snowstorm, a smaller one, maybe even some severe weather. Way too early to tell, you know, when or where kind of thing, or how much. Good possibility we'll have another live outing here. But do make sure you're following on social media. I've got the link pinned in the chat comments. Thanks again, everybody, being subscribers, channel members, and viewers. It's been a really successful year for this YouTube channel. Christmas, everyone, and a good Christmas Eve. If you are out in the Buffalo region or southern lower Michigan, maybe even into parts of that northeast Indiana, or I'd take that back, north central Indiana, just be careful, roads are garbage. Same with out there in Buffalo. If you're out in Buffalo, you're just not even going to be able to probably get out your driveway, so just write those travel plans off. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks again for being supporters. It's a big compliment to see so many people on here watching, and I hope you have a good afternoon. By the way, I think Brandon Kopic is, I don't know if he's streaming on Radar Omega right now or not, but he's still up there. I think he's headed up toward Holland, so he's still in the blizzard if you guys want to watch that as well. Take care, everyone. Have a good night, afternoon, whatever it is. Merry Christmas.